Super Typhoon Saola has crossed the Batanes or the Batanes Islands as a Category 5 super typhoon, and it's entering the South China Sea, where it's expected to weaken and the next days and hours, positioned at 20.1 degrees north, 120.9 degrees east. The current winds are 165 miles per hour, sustained with a pressure of 912 millibars, moving to the west-northwest at 9 miles per hour, and expected to maintain some intensity before it starts to weaken on the next days. That's latest at 11 hours local time on the Philippines, as well as Hong Kong, which is 3 hours UTC on August 30th. The tropical storm force winds are extending up to 90 to 100 nautical miles practically and all over the all four quadrants, so has been a very symmetrical super typhoon. And the distances from different locations: 122 kilometers to the west-southwest of Basco, 123 kilometers to the southwest of Itbayat. Those are islands in the Batanes Islands, northern Philippines. 741 kilometers to the east-southeast of Hong Kong, and 799 kilometers to the east-southeast of Macau. The current watches and warnings: signal number 5 warning for the Cagayan Valley, which consists of northern portion of Babuyan Islands. Signal number 4 warning in the Cagayan Valley, consisting on southern portion of Batanes and the northwestern and southeastern portions of Babuyan Island. Signal number 3 warning for the Cagayan Valley, consisting on the rest of Batanes, rest of Babuyan Islands, and the extreme northern portion of mainland Cagayan. Signal number 2 warning in effect for the Cagayan Valley, consisting on mainland Cagayan, Ilocos region, consisting on Ilocos Norte, and Cordillera Administrative region, consisting on a signal number 1 warning in effect for the Cagayan Valley, consisting on Isabela and the rest of Cagayan, Ilocos region, consisting of the rest of Ilocos Norte, and Cordillera Administrative region, consisting on the rest of Apayao, northern portion of Abra, and Kalinga. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center forecast about this system, expecting to weaken gradually over the next days, paralleling the southern coast of China, including Hong Kong and Macau. But still there can be some variations about this forecast, since the GFS is predicting their story, but we're getting later on with that. Currently the sea surface temperatures 30 degrees Celsius, boiling in the South China Sea, but still expected to weaken due to adverse atmospheric conditions. As you can see on the GFS model, the system is expected to maintain some intensity over the next days and then making landfall in southern China possibly by this weekend. And then there's Haikui intensifying and entering the South China Sea as well, or at least making landfall over the Batanes Islands just 4 days after, actually 3 days after Saola. So it's going to be a really significant and dangerous situation if this actually occurs, but of course a long-range forecast is always about a subject of changes. The multimodal diagnostics comparisons: well, this system is expected to weaken gradually over the next days. They place Saola as a high-end category 4. Obviously in 413 we believe it's a category 5 due to the cloud tops -80 surrounding the ring of the eye wall, and of course -80 cloud tops on the cyclone's body itself as well, and many other factors which of course makes us agree with this analysis. The wind shear levels quite marginally low, moderate in some points, but of course is expected to increase substantially over the next days. So that's why Saola is going to weaken quite gradually over the next days. And the sea surface temperatures 30 degrees Celsius increasing, but of course it's not going to make this system to actually intensify more. including the humidity quite high, so no dry air intrusion is expected, but still this system will we expect to weaken on the next days as it gets closer to China. And this is the satellite presentations of Saola, looking great and beautiful, still affecting the Batanes Islands and the northern portions of Philippines, including the southern portions of Taiwan as well, looking absolutely great and expected to move in the South China Sea by now and getting closer to China. Still, we'll stay tuned and stay updated with all the videos and content we have for you in the social media. Of course, we are doing live coverage of Hurricane Idalia, which is intensifying quickly, could be a major hurricane before striking the Florida state in the United States, so please stay tuned as well with that. That's all for tonight.